We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. So put it on the, put it on the, put it on the, put it on the floor. Got a few situations that we wanna talk about. Got a few disagreements, we gon' need to talk it out. Right here in the hot seat, no need for another route. We gon' keep it 100 without the bottom count. LB gon' pull it out you, a dentist with a drill. Don't be all up in your feelings, auntie gon' keep it real. Uncut with no chasing, no guard and no shield. Conversation productive, ain't worried about how you feel. Discussions keep on rising, shooting just like a rocket. They gon' need some addressing. Climaxing, can I stop it? Old news telling lies and getting out the pocket. This is Urban Voice Media, giving you hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. So put it on the, put it on the, put it on the, put it on the floor. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. So put it on the, put it on the, put it on the, put it on the floor. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. Just put it on the, put it on the, put it on the, put it on the floor.
How you guys doing on this lovely, wonderful Thursday in the Carolinas and surrounding states of America? Guys, welcome to Hot Topics. Before we get busy into the topic of the day, we're going to be talking about this guy here, lovely Jared Lafler. Before we get into that, I want to bring something to up front. However you find this video, if you will, please like it, share it, and if you enjoy the content that we are providing here at Urban Voice Media, if you will, please go to either one of these places here and patronize us. Also, if you'd like to be a guest on Hot Topics, you can give us a phone call or you can put in the StreamYard information. If you are placing comments into the comment field, what you have to do, if you want your name and your face to be placed on the comments as they are being placed on the screen, you have to do this information right here, and it's to type in streamyard.com/Facebook. And I guess Facebook has this thing going on since there's a lot of heat on Facebook as to, a lot of things that they allow to go on the platform of Facebook. With if you go to YouTube does not, ask of that. So if you want to leave a comment on the Urban Voice Media YouTube page, you can go there as well and view us live as you're viewing us live here on Facebook at the same time. With that being said, once again, if you're enjoying the content, please give us thumbs up. We highly appreciate it. The algorithm will support us so much in reference to letting the people know who's watching and how they're watching. With that being said, we're going to go into this topic here in reference to Jared Benjamin Lafler. If you haven't heard about this guy, ladies and gentlemen, he's from the Bakersville, North Carolina area. And for those who don't know where Bakersville, North Carolina is, imagine Boone, North Carolina, and Asheville, North Carolina. He's in between the two. And he's from the Tennessee line. He's give or take at least maybe 30, 40 miles from the Tennessee line. So that gives you a little idea. It's a little north of Mount Mitchell. And like I said, it's in between Boone, North Carolina and Asheville, North Carolina. As I look at the map, is the way they got it showing, you can go up I-26 if you're over in the Asheville area, go over and hit, Highway 19E up through Spruce Pine, and that'll take you up to the Bakersville historic small town of North Carolina. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this guy right here, man, it's something. It's amazing that when you talk about the law and how balanced and equal the law is, you find there's too many instances where the law isn't equal to people who don't look like me. We can do the same exact thing and get a total different outcome of what someone who does not look like me in reference to that outcome. With me saying that this is what happened. Mr. Loeffler, he was over in Johnson City, Tennessee, and him and his family, they was on their way back home, and he ran into a Black Lives Matter protest, and some individuals in front of his vehicle, and in order to get them out from in front of his vehicle, he runs them over. You would think, hey, that right there is a crime. With people being around your vehicle, they're not bothering your vehicle, they're not trying to do some harm to you. Why would you need to run them over? I'm going to show the video to you, let you guys see. But this guy, he runs the people over, goes back to North Carolina. The police did nothing until the video footage surfaced. Once the video footage surfaced, then they issue a warrant for his arrest. He goes and turns himself in. Okay. After he turns himself in, he then goes to court. I think he went to court. It was recent when he went to court. Now, the event itself happened September of 2020. And he went to court. I don't have the date here as to when he actually went to court. It was recent. What happened was this right here. A grand jury, 12 people, gave him what they called it. It was a no true bill. That's what they gave him. Stating that there wasn't enough evidence shown or given to convict this dude for assault with a vehicle. And my thing, it will be assault with intentions to kill. Once you see the video, you'll see why it's assault with intentions to kill. Because you can't run someone over and not feel it and drive all the way to North Carolina and think that your day is bleak. This is another thing too. He was also on his social media pages bragging about what he had done. People, I don't wreck my brain anymore to wonder what type of people we're living with in this world. I don't do that no more. It's evident. If, as an adult, and if you haven't figured that out by now, you're lying. You're lying to yourself when you say, this amazes me. Living in 2020. You don't have to be 2020. Living however old you are, if you're at least 25 years of age at whatever time that was, you knew and know what you're living with. Racism is something else, man. It really is. It's something else. There's not many places on this planet you can go to and assimilate like America when it comes to racism. But I'm going to save that for another topic. But I'm going to go in and tell you this right here. It says Benjamin Loeffler of Bakersville, North Carolina, was facing one count of aggravated assault after video was shared on social media. Appeared to show him hit a protester in Johnson City, Tennessee, with his SUV. Check that out now. As the reporter, they wrote that they said it appeared he hit. When I show you the video, ladies and gentlemen, how is it that the reporter and these 12 people on the grand jury, if they seen this video, I don't see why they shouldn't have. Because when I went back and did some investigating, the TV stations in Tennessee, they showed the same video. So how is it if you're living in Johnson City, you didn't see this video? You didn't hear about this happening? It's very, ladies and gentlemen, it's something else. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you this video. And when I come back, you tell me what you see. That's what I like to. You tell me what is it that you see when we come back into the frame. Let me find where it is. There it is, right there. You tell me.
That's about oh my God! Billions of other people, and really opens up the door to new ways.
Now, let me ask you here. Did y'all see that though? I'm gonna go back a little bit. I'm gonna go back. Look right there where the circle is filled. It shows the guy in front of the vehicle. Now watch this right here.
That's about oh my God!
Front tire went over. You see the front tire lift up. Now watch this right here.
Billions of other people.
See the second tire? One more time. I'm gonna go back. Let me go back just a little bit more. Person in front of the vehicle. You see the circle. The circle is telling you where the person is in front of the vehicle.
That's you. That's about oh my God!
Tire went up over him. Watch it. Back tire. And he's gone. Here he goes again. Runs him over. Runs him over.
And really?
And you tell me, somehow or another, the grand jury didn't see that as a crime. What if the person would have died? Is that what it takes? Now, people always state they're letting criminals out. They're letting criminals out. All they're going to do is do it again. All they're going to do is do it again. So when Jared finds that, you know what, there's no solution for him to go around protesters, he already got the note. Hey, this is what you can do. You can ride over people. Now, I don't know if he can get over that in North Carolina. Maybe, maybe not. This happened in Johnson City, Tennessee. But in Johnson City, Tennessee, they already done told him, look, as long as you don't kill the person, run them over. Now, what is that telling other people as well? It's clear that he ran over a person. The person wasn't beating on his car. You've seen the video footage. The person wasn't threatening him with a gun, wasn't threatening him with a knife, wasn't threatening him with rocks, bricks, boulders of some sort. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just standing there. Now, the reports did say that there was an altercation with Jared and some protesters. I don't know if it was this guy or not. But it says, and like I said, this happened back in 2020. And when the 12 jurors, they said a no true bill was returned, meaning the grand jury determined there wasn't enough evidence to indict. Wow. And then afterwards, Jared, and I'm going to let you hear what he said. He said, I just want to thank God and everybody else who supported me. Ain't that something? He says he knew from day one that he was not guilty, and it took the grand jury 12 people to prove that as well. No. They didn't say you weren't not guilty, dude. What they said, there wasn't enough information to indict you. That's what they said. They didn't say you weren't guilty. Just not enough information. I don't understand. Not enough evidence. I don't understand why the video footage was not placed. And if it was placed, what more evidence do you need, 12 people? What more evidence do you need? Now, I'm going to show you what this knucklenut said. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. I'm just going to let you listen to it. Y'all listen to this.
Just want to thank God and everybody else who supported me. I knew from day one, that I was not guilty, and it took the grand jury, 12 people, to prove that as well.
Wow! Now, y'all hear that? I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get how a person can run someone over with a vehicle and 12 people don't see that that's enough evidence alone. Forget what was said before. Nobody was on the side of their car beating on the vehicle. Nobody was on the hood beating on the hood. No one was in the back beating on the back. Video footage showed there was a guy standing there and he just blatantly ran him over. This world, the world we live in, is something else, people. But once again, now I said earlier when I first started the podcast, I said there's somehow there's a different outcome when it comes to people who don't look like me and people who look like me. Now, as I said earlier as well, it said Loeffler, he was noted for joking about the assault on his social media page for running over someone. There was a manhunt for his arrest. See, they came for him, even though he turned himself in, they came for him. But I'm going to take you guys back as to what I'm talking about when I say there is a different set of rules for people who look like me and don't look like me. Do you guys remember when this happened in 2015? When Suge Knight was jailed and convicted for murder of one and a similar assault charge as which Loeffler was under. Meaning, he hit several people. One person died that he hit. Of course, he got convicted for that. But there was another person who just got beat up, was in the hospital and everything. They didn't die. So that's an assault. Well, the gentleman that Loeffler, or whatever his last name is, and I don't care to get it correct, he assaulted someone and put them in the hospital. But there was enough information to indict. And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who I'm talking about, this gentleman right here, Suge Knight, the guy that's responsible for Death Row Records and the last record owner that Tupac was with, / producer, Suge Knight. Right now, he's sitting in prison for the exact same thing. And that's his SUV. That's his SUV, a truck, that he ran someone over with. Exact same instance. He's in prison. Someone say, well, hey, L, he killed someone, so that's what it takes. So now we got to sit back and wait for Jared to kill someone? Or we got to sit back and wait for a Benjamin to run over someone again? Or we got to wait and sit back for Loeffler to back into someone and something tragically happens to them? Yes, I called out Thursday night because he needs to be put on blast, people. He needs to be put on blast because what he did was wrong, very wrong. But nobody's talking about it. Johnson City, Tennessee, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves very much. And Johnson City, Tennessee, you're bigger than this. You're a big enough city to where, things like this shouldn't be happening. You're multi-diverse to where this shouldn't be happening, to where 12 people. I'll be interested to know what 12 people was on that grand jury that said, hey, we don't see nothing here. It ain't enough for us to say, hey, you know what? We got to indict this dude. Really? Come on, people. Something. Come on, man. Come on. Y'all need to stop that. Y'all need to stop it. And I mean, you can't put it on one thing. Come on, man. You can't put it on one thing. When you have privilege, you have privilege. Some people say, well, why you go there? I don't have to. It's there. I didn't go there. It's done. The grand jury went there. They went there. I didn't. And whoever the DA is, they went there. Why not give as much information possible? Unless there was some rodeo going on up in this. It had to be, people. Come on. Yes, but it happens. It happens. And the only way to make it stop happening is we got to start voting. And knowing who we're voting for. Vote for the right people to be placed in these courthouses. Stop voting for, or not voting, period. And stop voting for our friends that we know of a friend who say, hey, that's a good person. They're going to be a great judge. Knowing deep down inside their biases ever can be. And to have this grand jury, who selects the grand jury? Let me Google that up. Who selects the grand jury? Because that can tell something too. That can tell a lot as to why we're having so many different types of outcomes when it comes to the grand juries. How do grand juries get selected? Federal law requires that a grand jury be selected by at random from a fair cross-section of the community in the district or division in which the federal jury conveys. Those persons whose names have been drawn and who are exempt or excused from service. But it does not state whether or not both sides can pick which people they want to be there. It doesn't state if that actually happens. That's something maybe we need to really start looking into, as to how these grand juries are actually selected. Then therefore, once we can start looking at that, and maybe we can start beefing that up and talking about that to maybe get the process changed to where that process can be fair and balanced. Therefore, when you see that lady of justice, the scale will be equal. Because so far, that scale is always like this, especially when it comes to people who look like me. Don't blame me. I'm just a messenger telling the truth. Guys, if you enjoyed this content, like I said, once again, if you will, please like us, share us. And if you want to leave a comment, please leave a comment. We always go back and look and check at all comments. And we will respond to the comments in reference to any questions or concerns one may have in reference to the conversation which we did have. Also, you can go support us at Urban Voice Media at via Cash App, $UrbanVM, PayPal, paypal.me/Urban Voice Media, and Venmo, www.venmo.com, and Patreon, www.patreon.com/Urban Voice Media. Until next time, y'all be good.
We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. So put it on the, put it on the, put it on the, put it on the floor. Got a few situations that we wanna talk about. Got a few disagreements, we gon' need to talk it out. Right here in the hot seat, no need for another route. We gon' keep it 100 without the bottle count. LB gon' pull it out you, a dentist with a drill. Don't be all up in your feelings, auntie gon' keep it real. Uncut with no chasing, no guard and no shield. Conversation productive, ain't worried about how you feel. Discussions keep on rising, shooting just like a rocket. They gon' need some addressing. Climaxing, can I stop it? Old news telling lies and getting out the pocket. This is Urban Voice Media, giving you hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. So put it on the, put it on the, put it on the, put it on the floor. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. So put it on the, put it on the, put it on the, put it on the floor. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. Just put it on the, put it